Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoors. And yes, today is December 24th, Christmas Eve. I hope everyone's got some great plans with family and friends today, and of course, tomorrow being Christmas. Today, we're just going to try to keep you entertained, talk a little fishing. I don't think we're going to talk much duck hunting, so for all those that are, tired of that, it'll be perfect for you. Today, though, we got a great one lined up, so make sure you stick with us throughout the entire hour, as we got a special guest lined up from the water that we'll be checking in with here in a little bit. But as always, this upcoming segment, we're going to have river levels for you, and we're going to make sure that you're well aware of our, look at that, you gave up my, man, I was teasing. That's called a tease, man. We'll have river levels for you, your reminder for your ProCure giveaway, which is super easy. And everybody's having fun with that. Also, we're going to have a couple of, maybe one or two, Facebook questions if you don't call us up here on the Terra Firma hotline, which is 503-548-6777. That's right down here. This upcoming segment, we can take a couple of calls. We got some time, it being Christmas Eve is a holiday. I don't care what anybody says. It being a holiday, we got a little bit of extra time in that segment, so don't be shy. And then also throughout the show, we're going to have a little bit of time to take some phone calls as well. So for all those that were calling in a little bit late yesterday, because there's this thing called time, right? When you call in that late, we just don't have, it's impossible. But if you call in early enough, we have those times kind of built into the show. We'd love to take any questions, any comments that you might have, anything that you might want to get out there before 2023 is over. We'll talk about that next week as well. So we got definitely some interesting things to cover this upcoming segment. Then we're going to have your Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week. Now, this isn't, for me, at the very least, is an interesting one. Alan, don't even follow me. I'll be right back. For me, it's kind of interesting. Got a message yesterday from one of our Facebook fans, I think it was on Facebook. Anyway, it's hard to keep track. Asked a very specific question. Paraphrasing, says, you always say that drift fishing is a lost art or just not done. People don't fish that way anymore. How do you set up for it? What is it really? And I started thinking, I've been doing this a very long time, working on our 16th year right now. 35 plus 100 shows. I can't honestly remember if I ever specifically talked about rigging and how to drift fish. And as I stand here right now on live television, I'm trying to think if there was, but we will today. So it's just very basic rigging that we're going to talk about in that Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week, how to set up for it, and then the basics of actually how to fish it, as well as the basic sort of baits that we're using, if it's yarnies, if it's eggs, whatever, corky, fishing a pill, even throwing beads, whatever it is. And then just a basic setup, because the individual that sent that question in made it clear that they're relatively new at steelhead fishing and have only been fishing with floats, have never done drift fishing at all. And it's an extremely effective way to target steelhead. Now, I've actually, since I mentioned this on our Facebook page a little bit earlier, had somebody comment that that's not true and this and that, and obviously that's somebody that has no clue what they're doing. Not to be mean or anything, but it's fact. And then also had another comment from Tom that said they wouldn't even know where to start, referring to folks that are new at it. So we're going to try to take a little bit of that concern out of trying drift fishing. Okay, now that all being said, there's a reason why float fishing is more popular for steelhead. A number of reasons, right? But there are times and places where drift fishing will outfish it. Simple as that. So we will talk about that. That's, again, your Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week. Now, which we've already given up. Our special guest this morning is going to be Mr. Jack Glass, who's right there in the middle. He's out with his son-in-law and grandson this morning, chasing some steelhead. This is his first time out this year, chasing winter steelhead, and they do it every year. They're obviously very festive about it. And we're going to check in, find out what Jack's been up to, what he's expecting to happen this upcoming week, because things are going to be in full swing for winter steelhead. Now, does that mean that they're going to be there? Conditions are going to dictate that. Does that mean you're going to go out this upcoming week with your brand new gear that you got from Fisherman's Marine and catch some steelhead? I don't know. But we're going to talk to Jack, who's one of the best at it, and find out what his, again, thoughts are and how he's going to break down these conditions, because it's low, clear water in December. But that looks like that might change this upcoming week. We'll talk about that later on in the show. So there you go. We got and then right after that, we're going to have an opportunity to answer a few Facebook questions and take as many phone calls as possible in our later segments of the show. So we got a lot going on this morning, but we'd love to hear from you. We got phone lines that are open. It's 503-548-6777. Jump in now so that we can try to accommodate you in any way that we can. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. We do have a call coming in, but we'll save that. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me. I'm just going along way too fast. Everybody sends all these photos in. I don't want to forget showing them, especially on a holiday weekend. Let's take a look at the photos that everyone's been sending in. Oh, look at that. That is a toad. Oh, that's Chris. That is a big silver. That's a dandy. I don't know where that, it's down in buoy 10, looks like. That is just a dandy. Jack, thanks for sending that in. Obviously, he was out fishing with Chris Protopoulos and ran across a couple of fish there. Gary and Greg and Hammond chasing some Dungeness crab. That's the way to do it. Christmas dinner with Dungeness crab. Yeah, that's a thing, everyone. True story. Dungeness crab and fresh razor clams is a thing for Christmas dinner. And they're working on it right there. Gary, Greg, thanks for sending that in. GoPro Chum. What a cool looking fish. I mean, listen, one of the most underappreciated salmon. See, that's mean to him too. Salmon that's out there. Just a really cool fish. And he is a long ways into his process. So a very cool photo. Dirk, good photo. Thanks for sending that in. Jordan, over in Nehalem, which I'm probably getting in trouble for saying that. I know exactly where that is. That's the 101. No, it's not the 101 back there. That's actually all the way up by the town. Anyway, sorry. Jordan, great photo with the sun kind of blinging off the fish like that. It's very, very cool. And it's easy to do, everyone. We're going to show you right now. After this last photo, blacktail. Oh, my God. Sydney's, that is a dandy. Man, you can't quite make it out because of the of her camouflage that she's wearing, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not scrunching up to your TV, that is a dandy blacktail. I mean, trophy all the way, and absolutely deliciousness. Blacktail, arguably, best eaten deer in the world. Man, what a great deer. Congratulations, Sydney. Sydney. Look at this. We do have a video. Look at that. Nice, but looks like the raghorn. Yeah. Somebody's just rubbing this one in on me. That's basically the bowl that I missed this year. Which, by the way, I dream about every day, it seems like. Every morning, I wake up remembering the miss. There you go. Download the Fox 12 app. Super simple. Find Outdoor GPS. You can find clips there, bits of the show that you might want to follow along with. And once you do that, you can scroll down and figure out, it's right there, where you can add photos and video. It's the easiest way to do it, but there's other ways that you can do it as well. So Ryan is really good with answering those questions too. He's really good. I'm terrible. But if you have those questions, make sure you ask, and we'll do the best we can to line you out on that. Now, let's go ahead and cut to a break. And when we come back, we're going to jump into our report segment. Nope, not much of a report from me, other than, stuff that needed to be done that I haven't been doing because I've been hunting too much. So stick with us. When we come back, we're going to have a couple of Facebook questions, answer Joel's question about, or at least has a comment on drift fishing, and as well, in a bit, have your Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week. Don't go anywhere.